So hey guys, I'm back again doing another recording. As I said in the previous video, Nick wasn't available today. I really had the urge, like I gotta get out the house, gotta record, gotta have some fun. So it was a really nice sunny day. You can see actually, to be honest, I just as I was setting up here, the sun was coming out and I'm like, hey, cool, because that's, I went inside to play these games and then came out and now it's like, hey, there's, dark clouds over here. Oh my gosh, what's going on? But then over here, it's all clear, so go figure. Anyways, so this game, LGO 206B 8-bit Commando. Now this game's interesting, I have to admit. Going in, I'm like, hey, this is like, someone really loves Contra, someone really, wanted to make their own version of Contra, and add a little new spin, like instead of like, they're like army alien guys attacking you in Contra. In this game, they're just army guys, just, the usual guys, the good old boys. But, in this game, it's interesting because it seems to be like basic platforms. There's vents firing out heat at you. That's what it looks like. It's very weird. I'm trying to go back and remember because it covered the different games. But then there was also, they come at you and you shoot. Now it's weird because I found out you can get the different weapons, but you have to shoot the barrels which explode to get the weapons. They don't hover over like Contra because I think that would get whoever made this game in trouble. So they decided they had to do a different game design than to like completely ape Contra and get sued. So what they decided is when you blow up the barrels, sorry, I have a bee nearby, got my attention. You blow up the barrels and that gives you the weapon. So I went near a barrel, exploded on me. I didn't die or anything. I didn't have any damage as far as I could tell because you only get like, it's like Mega Man damage, this game. It's not like Contra, like you get hit once, you're gonna. No, it's not like that at all. So I'm like, okay, I just got exploded, but I got, something exploded on me, with me, or should have, and I got a weapon. So it's interesting because there was a flame, and it's very, as you expect with a flame, it doesn't have a lot of range, but, it seemed to do a decent amount of damage. And the big thing is, what I like about this game is it lets you continue. There's some, if you're playing this on its own, I don't think there's a two-player mode. I'm pretty darn sure there isn't. You get to a certain point in the level and then you die. So whoever designed it must have realized, okay, no one's going to finish this game because the bar is just so high. Like it's not that hard. I don't know, it didn't seem that hard. And there was a virtual gamepad that I thought, oh, virtual gamepad, that's my controller, because that's usually what they used to be called back in the day, eh? So virtual gamepad, I thought, okay, no problem, I'll just plug in my Xbox 360 controller, I'm fine, everything's peachy. No, it wasn't like that. It was virtual gamepad as in it's on your screen. Now this is where it gets interesting. The laptop I have is a touchscreen, so I thought, hey, I'll try it. Horrible controls. Do not, I don't know why. I guess this was in the original game, because this game really does feel like a mobile game. Looks like it was ported because touchscreen is not very common last I checked with laptops or desktops or anything. I mean, people really, it's not really adopted that way. So I quickly, once I realized that it didn't mean gamepad as in held in your hands, it means gamepad on the screen, that virtual gamepad, like as if on a phone. So I thought, okay, this clued me in, this game was probably ported from a phone. Everything seems to suggest, really basic bare minimum controls, everything. But, it seemed okay. Like, I started playing it, I thought, hey, this is a kind of cool game. I mean, if I made this game, I'd be proud of it. It doesn't have the best graphics. Think Nintendo Contra, but like, remove some of the details, right? It's just basic, but it does the job, right? From there it gets interesting because the crane is the boss, minor spoiler, at the end of the first level. And I died there, so I got to start again. I think you get continues. It's not like the Wonders 2 game I played, right? So yeah, you get to keep playing, and I beat the boss. I got to the second level. Crash. I think as soon as I started the second level, I'd have to look back at the footage. I was thinking of redoing it because there was no mic. Unfortunately, that was an oversight. But yeah, the game crashes. I thought, okay, you know, maybe the game got ported and, you know, there was an issue or something. So I started the game up again. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you know, maybe I'll have to go back to the first level and replay, you know, the 5 or 10 minutes it took. No biggie, really. But no, you know, they're nice. I think they show you like 8 stages, if that's all the stages in the game. Hey look, it's getting nice and sunny. But yeah, so they let me go straight to stage 2. Awesome. This is great. You know, this is awesome. But as soon as I got in the game, I've never seen this in a game before. I don't think it was the joystick, because I'm pretty sure I hadn't even touched the joystick. The character kept staring straight up into the sky, aiming at the sky, and it's like, well, this is making it really difficult to play this game. So I didn't think to unplug the controller, but I hadn't touched the controller. The controller was in, and I don't think oh yeah, that's the thing. The controller, it doesn't even work with this game. As I said, there's a virtual gamepad. So it's like, what caused my character to be pointing straight up like I was shooting at an invisible enemy? I don't know. But it's a weird glitch. And then the game crashed. So the game crashed twice. And I thought, okay, at this point, if you can't play the game and it works to a certain point, that is the problem with the developer, whoever made the game. There's something weird with how they coded it. And Windows 10 is pretty good. I mean, we've only encountered, Nick and I and everyone else that's helped out in the past as well, one game that's never booted up that has worked otherwise. And that was, I think, Stranger in Sword City, which we're still sitting on. We'd love to do a recording on. So this is really weird. A game, even the I don't want to say cheapest indie games, but even the most basic, you know, uncomplicated indie games, they usually work. And this game, I really want to play it. I really want to keep playing it. And before, I did read other criticisms of this game, like, oh, your weapon's too powerful. Yeah, it is. I got it in a bundle. I'm not as worried about that. But when a game crashes and you can't even continue playing the game, there's a problem, because the person is not going to be left with a good opinion of this game. And I'm not sure if I started saying this at the beginning, but you pretty much have to be a commando to get through this game, is what I wanted to say. And I think that's a really important line to remember. Now, yeah, I think that's pretty much all I had to say. I just checked my notes there, but I really want to play this game. I really want to like this game. And even though I got it in a bundle for maybe $1, I can't recommend a game that you can't even finish. Like, that's not fair for the average person that's playing video games, right? So until this game works with Windows 10, I really can't recommend buying this game unless you want to risk it. It's a fun game, but it's a very basic game, and since I got to the second level, unless the difficulty really boosts up, you know, I can't recommend it, because I want to, because I love Contra and other games, and I'm sure you do too. If you've played those games, you're probably looking at this game and thinking this is like Contra, but, you know, a bit more basic. But you can't recommend it. It just does not work. So until they fix it, you know, you can take a gamble and buy it, but, you know, I would wait on it. So keep on gaming, guys, and see you soon.